All right, today we have Brian Diesroth from Edwars Garment. Thank you, Brian, for being here. We're really happy to have you aboard, and it's all yours.
Ian, great to see you, and thank you so much for the opportunity to present today. I want to first start off by saying I hope everybody is well and wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving holiday. Guys, my name is Brian Diesroth. I'm the Senior Director of Sales for Edwars Garment. And I'm going to start today by sharing my PowerPoint with you. So bear with me as I share my screen. And on this screen will certainly contain my contact information. I have an open door policy. Reach out to me with any opportunities, any questions, any concerns, requests. Simply bdesroth@edwarsgarment.com, and that number is directly to my cell phone as well. Real quick, I like to start with a little bit of a history lesson. We are the second oldest proprietary brand that services our industry. I like to point this out because since 1867, we've been helping distributors like you not only sell uniform programs, but event-driven business, spot buy-driven business, and in more modern history, the last 5 years, custom apparel business as well. And the reason that I'm pointing out to you that we've been in business for over 150 years, because we have a longevity, we have a flexibility, we can adapt and change to our ever-changing marketplace. So again, I just like to point that out because we have that reputation for quality of product and quality of service. So we got our start as the Kalamazoo Pant Company in Kalamazoo, Michigan in 1867. We are family owned and operated. And I like to point this out. You know, a lot of folks may know us as the uniform company, a more traditional company, call it maybe even conservative. And if that's how you know us, you're not wrong. However, I want to tell you, we're not only the premier uniform company, but we're your premier apparel partner. We have those traditional and conservative SKUs, but in the last 5 years, we've modernized and we've become more contemporary, more modern and fashion forward, and even retail inspired. So we can cover that spot buy opportunity, that event opportunity. And of course, we want to educate you and show you the value of ultimately selling a uniform program. Before I get into some product, before I get into our vertical markets that we're successful in, I want to share some benefits with you. Number one, guys, is we are a single vendor purchase order. There are no minimums on our decoration. So no minimums on embroidery, no minimums on heat transfer. In other words, we are your perfect program partner. Again, no minimums on decoration. 11 months out of the year, our turn time is between 3 and 5 days. Another benefit that I like to highlight to everybody is on our core collection. The core collection, we do in fact have extended size runs. So ladies' garments will start at extra, extra small and go through 4 extra large. Men will start at small and go through 6 extra large tall. Those extended size runs, that single vendor PO model, ultimately saves you time and gives you the opportunity to make more money. So just keep that in mind. I always like to stress our deep inventory. We like to keep about $40 million of inventory in stock and ready to ship out. You receive free freight on merchandise orders that exceed $200. Take advantage of that. We always give you free blank samples, but take note, free specs write checks, guys. We're not Under Armour, we're not Adidas, or we're not Nike. We want, and in fact, we need the end user, your client, the decision maker, to touch and feel and wear our garments. So no problem giving you those free specs. We do, however, ask for a DST file. And another differentiation factor, another benefit in partnering with us at the end of the day is we offer you a made-to-order custom division Edwards X. It is from the fiber up. If you want a Peter Millar-inspired polo, a Travis Matthew-inspired quarter zip, we can make it. So those are the benefits, ultimately, of partnering with us at the end of the day. I want to first take you into some apparel before I talk uniform and vertical markets. And I want to highlight our transition into more modern and contemporary. And this is with Point Grey. Our Point Grey line is eco-friendly. It's made out of recycled polyester. It's Lululemon inspired. Everyone loves Lululemon. You can't get it in our industry, but Point Grey is the Lululemon inspired line. When we launched this in March of 2023, we launched a men's and ladies blazer, a men's and ladies button down, and men's and ladies pants. These pants are just like the ABC pant that Lululemon sells, which retails for $130. Our pants will net you out at $43 net and has the same four-way stretch and the exact same features. And real quick, I'm going to hit the pause button. If you're not selling pants, you're missing a big opportunity. Take it as the do you want fries with that approach. If you're showing polos for a maintenance program, if you're selling button downs for a quick service restaurant, or aprons, also include the pants in the presentation. It costs you nothing. It is a, hey, Edwards, hey, Brian, can you add pants with that? So I just want to throw that out there. Incorporate the bottoms into your presentation. We have suiting pants, work pants, athleisure pants, and shorts. Since the introduction of this line, we've added a checkered pattern for our button-down shirt. These are easy care, guys, wrinkle resistant. They are snag resistant, UV protection, moisture wicking. It is a top-notch line. We introduced a polo over the summer. We launched this in 7 colors. And look at that price point of just $13.50 net for a Lululemon-inspired polo at $13.50. You can't beat it. Just within the last month, we launched our Point Grey quarter zip. Look at that mock collar. Again, we're bringing that athleisure look into more corporate apparel. And we did introduce a wrap dress as well. And when we get talking about vertical markets in a minute, this wrap dress will make a little bit more sense. In addition, we have a really nice collection for her. So you guys know that Lilac and Bloom left our industry about 18 months ago. Edwards Garment and our merchandise team has really stepped up and have done a nice job in creating garments that have a nice 4-way stretch that are made from recycled polyester. So our soft blouse line has quickly become very popular. Each one of these blouses come in 5 different colors. And then back in April, earlier this year, we launched our new sweater blazer, or as we like to call it, the swazer. And this is great for any programs in the finance world. Think banks and credit unions. Think any healthcare programs with hospitals and assisted living centers. Think the hospitality world as well. So our swazer has almost universal application. Now, real quick, before I talk to you about custom apparel, I do want to take some time and talk about the vertical markets that we perform well in. We are the premier uniform company. And what I've been alluding to this entire presentation is I don't want you to just think of Edwards as a uniform provider. I want you to think of us as an apparel provider. But when it comes to uniforms, these vertical markets in order, healthcare being 1, finance being 7, in order, these are the most successful vertical markets with us. And I'm going to quickly walk through these. I'm going to quickly gives you some tips and tricks, if you will, but I would love to schedule one-on-one time with you. I'd love to go through your existing business. I could almost bet there's a uniform opportunity that lives within your existing book of business. And equally, from a prospecting standpoint, if you do want to pursue uniforms, these are great vertical markets. So with healthcare, we perform really well with hospitals and then senior assisted living centers. And when you think about the hospital and the assisted living center, I want you to think about them departmentally, and it's going to all make a little bit more sense. A uniform program is just another garment, right? And again, you want to sell the bottoms and the tops, but think about a hospital. There's a parking and valet division, and then we have the admissions department, and then we have a security department. There's the culinary and restaurant department. There's maintenance and housekeeping and EVS. All of these departments make up the non-clinical portion of a hospital, which is roughly 60% of the employees. You know, a lot of people think of scrub programs with doctors and nurses. Sure, we could do that through Edwars X, our custom division, but our focus here at Edwars is those stock pieces that sell into the non-clinical positions in a hospital. And when we go into the assisted living facility, the same departments exist. There's a culinary department, there's housekeeping, there's security, there's maintenance, there's the front desk. So there's all of these departments that you can outfit with polos, with button downs. Culinary, we have a whole selection of chef coats and aprons. With housekeeping, we have a whole housekeeping line. Point out our casino and gaming market. This is an industry that is going to be very high volume on very low margins, and it's an area where we perform really well. Security, Google, if you live in Atlanta, if you live in Seattle, Washington, it doesn't matter the state. Google security companies in whatever state that you want to Google, and you're going to get hundreds of hits. Another benefit about partnering with Edwars is we still make SKUs for certain positions. So we have security polos, we have security pants. A lot of security programs, we sell a blazer or a suiting top, and those are in a lot of inner city, high-rise type security programs. Under the hospitality vertical, we're really successful with hotels and resorts. Those franchise hotels have the same departments that I listed in the hospital. There's a culinary department. There's the front desk, there's housekeeping, there's maintenance, there's security. We can outfit that entire property. Pay close attention to transportation. If you have any relationships with any trucking or logistics company, it's a great opportunity for you to sell a uniform. And equally, we do really well with transit programs. So if you're familiar with Philadelphia, as an example, they have SEPTA, which is their regional mass transit, subways and buses. We do really well with driver programs. In the automotive world, think about all those manufacturing facilities in the Sunbelt states, whether it be BMW or Mercedes. We have a ton of workwear pants and workwear shirts. And finally, in the financial vertical market, we do a lot with banks and credit unions. So I'll say this, if you want to have the uniform conversation, reach out. I'd love to schedule 30 minutes with you. It's as simple as asking a few questions. And the first question I'll share with you now that you want to ask your customer or your prospect if they're in a binding contract for uniforms. If you get a no, that is a green light opportunity for you to continue to pursue. If you hear, yes, I have a contract, find out when that contract expires, and then also find out who the incumbent is. It's important for you and us to know if they're working with Cintas or OSCO or Uniforce and get us involved. A big benefit in reaching out to us is we are the experts. So we're more than happy to show up with you to a meeting, whether it's virtual or in person. We're more than happy to do that. So again, at the risk of repeating, don't hesitate in reaching out. So one other area that I want to cover in our presentation today is our custom division. As I mentioned at the forefront of the call, we purchased the Bishop Custom Clothing out of Vancouver, British Columbia back in 2019. Today, it is Edwars X. And what we offer is a made-to-order custom experience from the fiber up, all the way from the design through the delivery. It is a 500-piece minimum. It is a 150-day, 4 to 5 month turn time. However, what we produce is retail quality. I'm going to take an opportunity to brag here. In the last 5 years, we've had not one product returned, and we have not missed one in-hand state. It's an extremely buttoned up experience. We have produced projects for various brands throughout the screen right here. And I'm sharing this with you because these companies have very high standards when it comes to corporate social responsibility in regards to sourcing. So we adhere to the highest standards. We have a global supply chain that supports us. We manufacture in 26 different countries. So if you bring us an opportunity from one of these brands or perhaps a larger brand, just know that we do have that global supply chain to support it. It all starts out with the concepts, right, guys? Virtual samples. So rather than giving you line drawn art, what we decided to do is to make an investment. We invested into photorealistic technology. So what you receive is photorealistic virtual samples or mock-ups. In other words, we help make you look good. These are super detailed, on-body, off-body, highly descriptive. Some of the pieces or slides, rather, that we're going to go through today are basically examples of our virtual sampling capabilities. So I think that you will like that. I want to share with you, as I'm going through these slides, a couple of different ways that you can sell custom through Edwars X. And I say that because we do have a high minimum of 500 pieces. So one of the ways that you can sell Edwars X is through a uniform program. And what we are finding great success with is when you combine stock and custom. In other words, you're selling a blended uniform program. So just as an example, you're selling a stock Edwars pants, a stock polo, a stock button-up. And then what you do is offer a signature piece from Edwars X. And that signature piece could be an outerwear piece. It could be a quarter zip. But what that signature piece does for you, what that approach does, it creates a differentiation factor, and it sets you aside from your competition. We've won a number of programs using that signature piece approach. So the uniform programs, those opportunities lend that really well. So I just wanted to share that with you. We also do really well with corporate anniversaries. So it's a rhetorical question, but your top 5 customers, if you don't know their inception date, if you don't know their corporate anniversary, do a quick Google search. One of your customers will certainly be approaching an anniversary. Hey, whether it's 5 years as a startup tech company or 100 years as a manufacturing company, those corporate anniversaries offer you an opportunity to sell custom apparel, or rather pitch custom apparel. We do really well with event dates as well. So think about events. Another area that I like to point out, and this is perfect from a timing perspective with these slides, is retail programs. So we are in a number of retail facing programs, and the approach that we recommend is a limited edition series, a collection series. So in year 1 or quarter 1, you offer an insulated jacket. In year 2 or quarter 3, however it is you decide to set up your program, you offer a different piece of apparel. And that approach allows you to continue dripping custom garments to your client over a period of time. And by the way, you don't have to worry about, oh, what happens when I run out of large, or what happens when I run out of medium. We have done custom bottoms as well. So whether they be leggings or jeggings or board shorts, we've even done bikinis in the past for liquor brands. As long as we can design it and you can design it, we can make it. So ultimately, I want to thank you for tuning in today. If you did tune in, I want to offer you 1 free client spec sample, 1 free self-promotion garment of your choosing. All you simply have to do is email me at bdesroth@edwarsgarment.com. Send me your SKU number, the size, the color. Please send me that DST file as well. Do not cut me a PO. Just put it in the body of the email and I'll have my team take care of it. But I appreciate you guys joining me today. If you have any questions or want to grow your business in 2025, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I appreciate the opportunity to meet with you. So thank you again, Ian, for facilitating our call today.
No, Brian, and definitely thank you. Thank everybody at Edwards. You guys are a great partner to the program and a great partner for all of our distributors. So this is excellent to find out more about what you guys are doing. So thank you for the time, especially right before Thanksgiving.
You got it. Thank you again. We appreciate our partnership. We hope that you and Brandon recently enjoyed the tour of the facility. So we appreciate you taking the time out to visit us in Kalamazoo. And I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving, a healthy holiday season, and a happy New Year as well.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Bye-bye.